Welcome to ATW's Friday Night Whackdown, bringing you all-time wrestling's non-stop action, coming to you live from the Catching Arts Arena. And your commentary team tonight is me, Richard Tugger, and me, Stats Nerdy Man. And what a show we have in store tonight, Stats. What's happening tonight, Tug? Well, Stats, tonight we have got one heck of a main event as the Loose Cannons take on the SWO's Mkundi Shumba and Omz in a tag team match. A tag team match? But there's no rules in the ATW rulebook for a solo play tag team match, Tug. How are they gonna do that? Well, Stats, you are Stats Nerdy Man after all, so we're gonna throw it over to you to make up the rules. Well, I wasn't made aware of this. I suppose we could take these tag team power cards and shuffle them into the decks of the NPC wrestlers. Then, when they draw a tag team power card from their deck, they will automatically tag their partner and attempt to perform the tag team power listed on the card. Also, whenever the adapt symbol is rolled on the automa die, instead of drawing a standard adapt card, they will use this adapt card instead, which tells us if any of the following criteria are met, then the NPC wrestler will immediately tag in their partner outside of their normal turn sequence. And what about the other team, Stats? The player wrestlers will follow the normal rules outlined in the ATW rulebook, which means they cannot tag out outside of their own turn. And what about saving each other from pins, Stats? Well, Tug, each NPC wrestler will receive one of these save cards, which allows them to break up a pinfall if their tag team partner is being pinned, and they will play it automatically whenever their tag partner is being pinned. Well, that sounds like a reasonable set of rules, Stats. Lots of tagging and some special tag team moves to boot. Well, you did kind of put me on the spot here, Tug, but let's see how it works out. And that main event is coming up right after we hear from our sponsor, Shattered Ice Gaming. Shattered Ice Gaming is a YouTube channel that is dedicated to thematic playthroughs, unboxings, reviews, and all things board games, as well as a few other things too. You can subscribe to Shattered Ice Gaming on YouTube. Like, share, and comment on their videos. And remember, it is Shattered Ice Gaming that brings you these ATW playthroughs and many more like it. So thank you, Shattered Ice Gaming. And now we are ready to begin our main event tag team match. Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is a tag team match and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, with a combined health value of 30 and a combined maximum stamina value of 29. They are Brian Pillman and Matt Cardona, the Loose Cannons. And introducing next, their opponents, with a combined health value of 32 and a combined deck size of 38. They are Mkundi Shumba and Omz, the Savage World Order. And we are ready to get this tag team match underway, Stats. So why don't you tell us who will be starting things off? Well, in a tag team match, Tug, the active wrestlers for both the NPC and player team are determined randomly by shuffling the player cards. So first, Mkundi Shumba and Omz will decide who is going to start off as the active wrestler. And Omz will be starting things off. And then Brian Pillman and Matt Cardona will do the same. And Matt Cardona is going to start off in the ring. The champion's not starting off. I'm surprised by that. Well, that's unfortunate for Brian Pillman because he is the heavyweight champion, so he would gain the champion's advantage and begin with initiative if he was the first one in the ring. But because it's Matt Cardona, it means Omz will start with the initiative. And Omz looks ready to start things off here with a leg kick. And he's going to need a 2+ to hit with that. Oh, and he connects with that leg kick. And that's going to activate Omz's body shots ability, which means every successful kick or knee attack reduces his opponent's stamina by 1, dropping Matt Cardona to 13 stamina and dealing 1 damage and gaining Team SWO 1 momentum. And as their defender's compensation, the loose cannons will each be able to regain 1 stamina or draw 1 card. And so both Matt Cardona and Brian Pillman regain a stamina. Oh, that's right, Stats. Remember, Brian Pillman is still contending with that back injury. And now Omz looks to follow up that back kick with knees to the body. And he's going to need a 3 to hit with those. Oh, unbelievable. What a set of knees to the body. Absolutely obliterating Matt Cardona's abdomen. And that, once again, will activate the body shots ability. And deal 2 damage to Matt Cardona. And then gain 1 momentum for Team SWO. And as their defender's compensation, Team Loose Cannons will each regain a stamina. And now it looks like Omz is tagging his partner and going for a double clothesline. And that double clothesline card means both Omz and Mkundi Shumba are going to try and dish out some real damage to Matt Cardona. And Matt Cardona cannot block this attack, but he can use his reversal. Oh, but it looks like Matt Cardona isn't going to get a chance to reverse this. And Omz and Mkundi Shumba are going to get 2 chances to draw a 3 to hit with this double clothesline. Oh, and they hit with the first draw. Oh, what a brutal double clothesline. And that deals 2 damage to Matt Cardona and gains 1 momentum. As defender's compensation for that attack, Brian Pillman can regain another stamina, but Matt Cardona is already at maximum stamina and has a full hand of cards. And now with the tag made, Mkundi Shumba will be looking to do some serious damage. And now Mkundi Shumba looks to follow up Omz's brutal assault with a big boot. And things are looking bad for Cardona here. He just doesn't seem to be able to get anything going. Oh, but a reversal by Cardona. Oh, and Matt Cardona reverses that big boot, costing him 1 stamina, dealing 1 damage to Mkundi Shumba, and gaining 1 momentum for the loose cannons. And now the loose cannons will take the initiative. And now Matt Cardona is looking for some payback as he goes for an Irish whip. And that's going to cost him 1 stamina. And he needs a 2+ to hit. Oh, and the Irish whip sends Mkundi Shumba right through the ropes, dealing 1 damage to Mkundi Shumba and gaining 1 momentum for the loose cannons. And now Matt Cardona looks to combo that Irish whip into a baseball slide drop kick. Oh, and that's 1 heck of a combo, costing him 2 stamina and needing a 3+ to hit. Oh, and he connects with that baseball slide drop kick, smacking Mkundi Shumba right on the jaw. And that deals 2 damage to Mkundi Shumba and gains 2 momentum for the loose cannons. But because it's a circle combo, it deals 1 additional damage. Oh, what a move by Cardona. Mkundi Shumba doesn't know what hits him. And with that incredible baseball slide drop kick, it looks as if Matt Cardona is taking this opportunity to tag in Brian Pillman.
Oh my goodness, and they're going for an assisted powerbomb. Oh, that is going to be a brutal double team, but it costs them both 3 stamina each. And now they will get to roll a die each. And the only way Mkundi Shumba can stop this attack is by rolling his NPC reversal result. But the loose cannons do need a 5+. Oh, and one of those 2 dice is a 5, which means they lift Mkundi Shumba up in the air and bring him down with a brutal bomb. Oh, that was brutal indeed, Tug, dealing 4 damage to Mkundi Shumba and gaining 2 momentum for the loose cannons. And now Brian Pillman takes the initiative. And he's looking to open up with a knife-edge chop. And that costs him 1 stamina, and he needs a 2+ to hit. Oh, but Mkundi Shumba blocks it, which means Brian Pillman will shuffle that knife-edge chop back into his draw pile and draw a replacement, getting a kick to the gut. And now Mkundi Shumba will take the initiative. And Shumba comes in looking for a clubbing blow. And he's going to need a 2 to hit Pillman with that. Oh, and he smacks Pillman right in the head, dealing 1 damage to Brian Pillman and gaining 2 momentum for Team SWO. And now he goes to follow up by tagging Omz. He comes in to help him with a double clothesline. And once again, they're going to get 2 chances to draw a 3+ for that clothesline. Oh, what a double clothesline. Right to Pillman. They nearly knocked his head off, dealing 2 damage to Brian Pillman and gaining 1 momentum for Team SWO. And as defenders' compensation, Matt Cardona and Brian Pillman will each gain 1 stamina. And because of Brian Pillman's rope-a-dope ability, he gets to regain 2 stamina. And now Omz is on the offensive. And he comes in looking for the Siberian Winter. Oh, he's going for a submission. Oh, and that's one hell of a submission he's going for, but he's going to need a 5+ to hit with that. Oh, and he's got the Siberian Winter locked in. Oh, things are not looking good for the loose cannons. Yeah, and that deals a whopping 5 damage to Brian Pillman and gains 3 momentum for Team SWO. And now, will Brian Pillman tap out? Well, he's going to have 3 chances to roll a 6 or less. Oh, and he breaks the hold straight away, grabbing hold of that bottom rope. And as defenders' compensation, Brian Pillman will regain 2 stamina due to his rope-a-dope ability, while Matt Cardona will regain 1 stamina. And now Omz looks to follow up that Siberian Winter with the Art of Violence. Oh, but a reversal by Brian Pillman. Oh, he was taking no chances there. And that costs Brian Pillman 2 stamina, deals 2 damage to Omz, and gains 2 momentum for the loose cannons. And now Brian Pillman will take the initiative. And Brian Pillman comes out looking for a neck breaker. And that costs him 2 stamina, and he needs a 3+ to hit. But because Omz doesn't have less than 7 health, Brian Pillman doesn't have low stamina, and neither side have 5 momentum, he's not going to be able to adapt, so he won't tag out. And he takes that neck breaker, dealing 2 damage and gaining 2 momentum for the loose cannons. And now Brian Pillman looks to combo that neck breaker into a missile drop kick. And that'll cost him 2 stamina, but as it's a square combo, he'll only need a 3+ to hit. Oh, but it's a reversal by Omz. Oh, and that reversal will deal 1 damage to Brian Pillman and gain 1 momentum for Team SWO. And then the missile dropkick is shuffled back into the draw pile, and he draws a replacement, getting a power slam. And then Omz will take the initiative. And Omz comes out looking for a snap hurricane Rana. Oh, but Brian Pillman hits him with a low blow. Oh, he smacks Omz right in the ghoulies, costing him 2 stamina, dealing 2 damage to Omz, and allowing Brian Pillman to gain the initiative with that dirty tactic. Well, You say dirty, I just say it was smart thinking. And now Brian Pillman once again takes the initiative. Well, things have not been looking good for the loose cannons, and Brian Pillman really had to resort to a low tactic there to give the loose cannons a chance of getting back in this. But get back in it they will, stats, as Brian Pillman goes for a power slam. And that's going to cost him 2 stamina, and he needs a 3+ to hit. And once again, Omz is looking to adapt, but he still doesn't have less than 7 health. Brian Pillman still doesn't have low stamina, and neither side has 5 momentum, so once again, he will not tag. Oh, and he hits him with that power slam, dealing 2 damage to Omz, and gaining 2 momentum for the loose cannons. And then, after the attack resolves, Mkundi Shumba will regain 1 health. And now Brian Pillman is taunting Omz, and that taunt regains him 1 stamina, gains another momentum for the loose cannons, and allows Brian Pillman to draw 2 cards, getting a chop block and the air Pillman. But meanwhile, both Omz and Mkundi Shumba rest, and that allows them each to regain 1 health, putting Mkundi Shumba onto 11 health and Omz onto 7. And Pillman looks to follow up with a knife-edge chop, costing him 1 stamina and needing a 2+ to hit. Oh, and he slaps him right across the chest, but Omz rolls his NPC recharge, and so he'll gain 1 charge back on his NPC reversal card. But he takes 1 damage from that knife-edge chop, and the loose cannons gain 1 more momentum. And now Brian Pillman looks to combo that knife-edge chop into a clothesline, and that costs him 1 more stamina, and he needs a 2+ to hit. Oh, he wallops him with that clothesline, doing 3 damage and gaining 1 more momentum. But Omz rolled his adapt result, and as his health is lower than 7, that means he will tag Mkundi Shumba in. Oh, and he's struggling to get to the corner to tag in Mkundi Shumba, but he jumps across the ring, and it's a hot tag to Shumba, as Mkundi Shumba bounces off the ropes and wallops Matt Cardona right in the face, and then a back kick to Brian Pillman. Oh, and that is absolutely brutal. It's going to deal 3 damage to both Matt Cardona and Brian Pillman, and gains 5 momentum for Team SWO. And that's not all, as Mkundi Shumba takes the initiative and looks to follow up with a brutal series of attacks. That's right, Tug, because now Mkundi Shumba gets to play an attack card against both Brian Pillman and Matt Cardona. And his first attack card is going to be a pounce against Brian Pillman. And he needs a 3+ to hit with that. Only pounces right onto Pillman, dealing him 2 damage and gaining 2 momentum for Team SWO. And now he goes up against Matt Cardona, looking for a lariat. Oh, and he's going to need a 5+ to hit with that. Oh, but he misses with that lariat. Matt Cardona gets out of the way. And because he hit with 1 of those attacks, Mkundi Shumba will retain the initiative. And as defender's compensation, Brian Pillman will gain 2 stamina, and Matt Cardona will gain 1 stamina. And things are not looking good here for Team Loose Cannon, as Shumba goes for a German suplex. And he's going to need a 3 to... Oh, but wait a minute. It looks like Brian Pillman has been injured. This match could be over. What are you talking about? That's clearly his fake injury ability, Tug. And as Mkundi Shumba is distracted, Brian Pillman will take the initiative. And Brian Pillman looks to take advantage of a distracted Mkundi Shumba and goes for a chop block, costing him 2 stamina. And as he used the fake injury ability, he will receive -1 to his target roll, meaning he only needs a 2+ to hit with this. Oh, and he gets him with that chop block right in the back of the knee, dealing 2 damage and gaining 2 momentum for the loose cannons. And now Brian Pillman crawling across the ring, and he makes a hot tag of his own to Matt Cardona. Oh, and that hot tag costs both Cardona and Pillman 3 stamina each, but deals 3 damage to Omz and 3 damage to Mkundi Shumba, and gaining Team Loose Cannons 5 momentum. And Matt Cardona gets to play 1 attack card against each of his opponents. And he starts by going after Mkundi Shumba with a falling neck breaker, and that costs him 2 stamina. And as this attack is off the back of a hot tag, it's -2 to the target roll, meaning he only needs a 2+ to hit. Oh, and he gets him with that falling neck breaker, dealing 3 more damage to Mkundi Shumba and gaining 2 momentum for Team Loose Cannon. And now Matt Cardona is taunting Mkundi Shumba, allowing him to regain 1 stamina, gain 1 momentum, and draw 2 cards. And he gets a corner clothesline and a big boot.
And that's going to trigger Matt Cardona's most hated ability, which means whenever he taunts or recovers, he gains 1 extra momentum.
And then he goes for a clothesline against Omz, costing him 1 stamina and needing a 2+ to hit. But because this is also off the back of a hot tag, the only way to fail is if he rolls a 1. Oh, and he clotheslines Omz straight over the top rope, sending him out of a ring. And that deals 2 damage to Omz and gains 1 more momentum for Team Loose Cannon. And now it looks like Matt Cardona is taking a moment to recover, allowing him to regain 2 stamina and draw 1 card. And he gets the double knee facebuster.
And that once again triggers Matt Cardona's most hated ability, granting him 1 extra momentum.
And now he goes right in for that double knee facebuster, looking to smash Mkundi Shumba's face to pieces. And that costs him 2 stamina, and he needs a 4+ to hit. Oh, and he's struggling with that double knee facebuster, so Matt Cardona is going to discard a slam to re-roll the attack die. Oh, and he brings Mkundi Shumba's face right down onto his knees. Oh, and that brutal attack deals 3 damage and gains 2 momentum. But Mkundi Shumba did roll the adapt symbol, so after this attack resolves, he will tag out. Oh, but Matt Cardona is not finished yet. That's right, Tug, Matt Cardona is going to go for a pin. Oh, but before the ref can even start the count, Omz comes in with the save, using their save card ability. And now Mkundi Shumba tags out as Omz gets into the ring. But Matt Cardona is still going strong here, and he goes for a corner clothesline against Omz. And that costs him 1 stamina, and he needs a 3+ to hit. Oh, and he smacks him right into the corner with that clothesline. And that deals 2 damage to Omz and gains 2 momentum for Team Loose Cannon. And now Matt Cardona is taunting Omz, allowing him to regain 1 stamina, gain 1 more momentum, and draw 2 cards. And he gets a missile dropkick and a forearm. And now it looks like Matt Cardona is resting, and he's going to use that rest to regain 3 stamina. And then Omz will take the initiative. And Omz comes out looking for a snap Hurricane Rana. And he needs a 2+ to hit with that. When he gets a 6. Oh, what a fantastic snap Hurricane Rana, dealing 1 damage to Matt Cardona and gaining 1 momentum for Team SWO. But as defender's compensation, Matt Cardona will draw a card, getting a right hand, whilst Brian Pillman will regain 3 stamina as his defender's compensation. And now Omz looks to follow up with a knife-edge chop, and he needs a 2+ to hit with that. Oh, and he chops Cardona right in the chest, dealing 1 damage to Matt Cardona and gaining 1 more momentum for Team SWO. And as defender's compensation, Matt Cardona gains 1 stamina, while Brian Pillman will choose to draw 2 cards, getting a missile dropkick and a tornado DDT. And now Omz looks to follow up that knife-edge chop with a missile dropkick of his own. Oh, but Matt Cardona is going to discard 2 of his cards to block that attack, discarding a right hand and a forearm. And that means Matt Cardona will retake the initiative. And now Matt Cardona looks for a big boot. And that costs him 1 stamina. And he's going to need a 3+ to hit. Oh, and he smacks Omz right in the face with that big boot, dealing 2 damage and gaining 1 momentum. And now he tags in Brian Pillman. And Brian Pillman goes straight in for the air Pillman, costing him 2 stamina. And because Team Loose Cannon is unstoppable, he's only going to need a 4+ to hit. Oh, and he gets it. What an incredible air Pillman that was. Did you see the elevation on that springboard off the rope stats? It was quite impressive, Tug. And that deals 5 damage to Omz and gains 3 momentum. And now Brian Pillman goes for the pin. And because that was a finisher, Omz is going to get 1 less chance to kick out. Oh, but Brian Pillman has got hold of Omz's tights, and the referee hasn't noticed. Oh, Brian Pillman is using his pull tights ability, and because Omz is at low health, he's going to get 1 less chance to kick out. Which means Omz will get no chances to kick out. Oh, the only way he can avoid this free count is if Mkundi Shumba intervenes. That's right, Tug, but because they've already used their save card, the only way Mkundi Shumba can intervene is if he draws a 6. Oh, and Shumba draws a 4, meaning he can't intervene. And with Omz rolled up and his tights pulled, he cannot possibly kick out.
1, 2, 3!
And that's it. The Loose Cannons win. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of this tag team match, the Loose Cannon, Brian Pillman and Matt Cardona. Oh, they have done it. They have taken down the Savage World Order. Well, I can't say I'm disappointed to see the Savage World Order take a beating, but this could end up with things getting far worse for ATW if Brian Pillman and his Loose Cannons become the dominant faction around here. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Stats. Pillman, Scarlett and Matt Cardona are 3 of the finest human beings on the roster. What are you talking about, Tug? Can't you see what they're doing? Oh, I don't like the look of this. Matt Cardona, the Deathmatch King, is going under the ring. And Scarlett is coming to support her fella Brian Pillman, carrying his championship belt with her. Oh no, Matt Cardona has just pulled a steel chair out from under the ring and thrown it into the ring. And Matt Cardona joins his friends in the ring. Oh, and what are they doing? What are they planning here? And Brian Pillman has set up that chair in the corner, and now Matt Cardona sits Omz in the chair. Take a look at what's about to happen to your buddy, Omz. Oh no, what is Scarlett doing? Oh no, please, this is sick. Scarlett has laid the belt over Mkundi Shumba's face. Oh, and Matt Cardona comes in with the radio silence. Oh, the title belt right into his face with that radio silence. Oh, I think Mkundi Shumba may be seriously injured. Oh, I think he's just destroyed Shumba's face. Oh, this is a serious beatdown they are delivering. And now, what is Pillman doing? Oh, he's getting a run-up, and he bounces off the ropes, smashing right into Omz with that air Pillman. Oh, good lord, what's this? No, this is sick. Scarlett is putting the chair over Omz's head. Oh, dear lord, no. This is wrong, even to the SWO.
Well, that's the end of the SWO, so I only have one more thing left to do. And that's you, Mr. Mysterious Whackdown General Manager. I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get out here and show yourself. Before I show the Savage World Order the real meaning of the word savage. Good grief, that's Sergeant Slaughter. What? I can't believe it. Sergeant Slaughter was the mysterious general manager of Whackdown all along. Well, I suppose it does make sense, Tug. He'd be very regimented and good at keeping things in line. 10 maggots! Brian Pillman, you will put that steel chair down right now. I've had enough of you walking around Whackdown and doing whatever you want. So next week, it's gonna be you versus me, Sergeant Slaughter, in the ring for the ATW World Heavyweight Championship. Well, Slaughter, I'll look forward to that. I've been waiting a long time to get my hands on you, Mr. General Manager. What an unbelievable turn of events, Stats. Sergeant Slaughter has revealed himself as the Whackdown General Manager, and next week he's going to be taking on Brian Pillman for the Heavyweight World Championship. Well, I certainly didn't see this coming, Tug. Well, neither did I, Stats, and I bet none of you viewers at home did either, so make sure to tune in next week to find out what happens on ATW's Whackdown. Good night, everybody.